I mean, it kinda just makes me want to play the full game. But this is Super Metroid Arcade. Something I've been meaning to return to for years, actually, but never have the chance. This is the chance. And guess what? This is 3 for 3. The holy trinity of Super Mario Brothers, Super Metroid Brothers, and Super Link Brothers. All 3 games together, randomized. So this may be one of the best randomizers, I've ever seen. It's good. It's real good, but it gets pretty spicy. The difficulty gets nice and spicy. Which button do we press? Please. Oh, okay. So we'll do 50, we'll do normal, and, special settings mode. God, I keep pressing the A button, and it's the wrong button every time. Okay. Special settings mode. Icon cancel, manual, moonwalk off. Moonwalk is kinda cool though, but I'm gonna leave that off for now. And, controller setting. That's all the usual stuff, that's fine. And, insert coin. Let's try normal. Normal might still be too difficult for me. I haven't played this in a couple years, so I can't tell you for sure exactly what this is yet, but just watch and I guess you'll see. Stay tuned. Ooh. Good first room. Ice beam. And super missile, that's pretty damn good. Really good start. What the fuck? 3? 3 items in a row? Oh fuck, now I gotta fight. I gotta fight. Alright, here we go. That super missile was fucking ridiculous. That was a perfect super missile. Okay, so for those who are watching that still don't quite get it, it is a room randomizer, but with arcade-like settings. And, I just have to complete 50 rooms to win. You might get an item room, you might get a room like that. Oh, fast elevators! Vinny, you forgot to change the ticker. I did, refresh. Vinny, your category never updated. Try now? Torian, this quickly. Oh, these fucking rings do massive damage when you don't have good armor. Up or down is the question. I'm gonna go down. Try to get some extra health from these dudes. And points, too. I forgot there's points in this. Which is kind of fucking bizarre for a Metroid thing, but it is an arcade game mode. I mean, there's talk, there's rumors that Super Metroid is getting a remake for the Switch. Which, I don't feel Super Metroid needs a remake, really. Again, it's just rumor. It's just rumors. But this game still feels pretty good. I mean, it has a little bit of crust here and there, but I think it's great. As I said, I would be much, much happier if they did a totally new Metroid game continuing the story from Fusion. Using, let's say, Samus Returns kind of visuals, but better. With a little bit more creativity and variety. And also some, you know, refining of the formula. Like, I didn't mind the aiming in Samus Returns, like the 360-degree aiming, or 180, whatever it was. I thought it was okay. I mean, it was something to try to shake up the formula a little bit. I feel like it could be implemented even better if they're gonna do that again. Someone said I'd prefer 2D visuals. Like, zero missions, cutscenes. I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, I feel you. I agree with that on some level. I think, sprite graphics age very well if they're done well. Like, I still look at this and I'm like, these are really great sprites. Meanwhile, Bloodstained looked gross. And then they got feedback and they changed it up and they made it look better. And by the time it came out, it looked pretty good. It's still not great. It's not gonna, like, blow anyone away 20 years from now. Meanwhile, Symphony of the Night is still one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. Oh, I think the charge beam is down here. Hang on. Missile and charge beam. But yeah, I mean, if they're gonna do a 2D Metroid again, I'd be up for it. Even if it is with 3D visuals. Listen, Samus Returns wasn't everybody's cup of tea, and AM2R was definitely something I enjoyed more. I thought AM2R was amazing. But Samus Returns was okay. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was nice to have a new official Metroid game, even if it was a remake. It had some nice quality of life things, too. Like, there were a couple features in that game that I thought were actually genuinely pretty interesting. And some not so much. But I liked it. It's just, when you compare that to AM2R, you're gonna have a bad time, because AM2R is, like... what, 9 years of someone's life? 9 years of a fan's life, or more. 10 years of someone who loves Metroid. And it shows. It really, really shows. Wow, that fish almost ended my run. Nintendo sure takes care of their fans, eh? Yeah, they're pretty infuriating in a lot of ways. They are. Someone in chat said at least Nintendo graciously let it simmer for a day before taking it down, and now there are fan patches that add and fix stuff still to this day. Well, that's good. I mean, once it's out there, it's out there. I'm almost dead. What the fuck? This is very uncool. Oh, you know what's uncool? That. Someone said Nintendo's a good company, but their methods are shitty. Well, yeah, I agree. I think a lot of it, again, in my experience with their YouTube bullshit when they were on that stuff, it's all Nintendo of Japan. This is all coming from, like, fossils. That's my understanding of what's happening. Okay, Varia suit acquired. Secret. God damn it. This is where I put my wall jumping to the test. I could have just went through the door I came in on. Hey, Mr. Sauce. I was wanting to play the Prime games for the first time, but my sensor bar broke. Do you have a spare one you could lend me? I could borrow, thanks. Why don't you play Metroid Prime on your computer with a mouse and keyboard? Because you can do that now. Blinding? What does that mean up there? Kind of been meaning to check that out, actually, at some point. Even just to see what it's like, just for, you know, 20 minutes. Vinny, do you have Disco Elysium on your radar? I do not. What are your hopes for Metroid Prime 4? Just more of what made Prime 1 and 2 great. Less of the gimmicky Prime 3 shit. And just solid... Just go back to basics with Prime. Just do Prime 1 type stuff, but really, really well. You know, I remember having very specific... Oh, I can't get through there. What's that noise? I remember having specific stuff that I would like to see in Prime 4. How about, like, more custom beams? No key hunt at the end would be a really great start. But, like, I like how in Super Metroid you can mix and match beams, and I know they did that again with, like, Prime 3, but I want to see different types of beams. Like, go a little deeper. I know Nintendo doesn't always like to go... And Retro's making it, so they could probably do it, but... You know how some games, like, you can mod weapons? Like the Outer Worlds, you can add, like, a mod to your weapons. I wouldn't mind seeing some, like, weird beam effects where you can, like, get a, you know, a slight upgrade to the speed of the beam, or, like, the spread, or, you know, make your charge shot a little bit more powerful. Doesn't have to be too RPG-like, doesn't have to be too in-depth, but just something to keep me more engaged, because that's one of the best parts of Metroid, is, like, collecting the beams that you can use. It's fun. And, Metroid does not have to be like every other game, but it could take a couple things. It could borrow a couple things. It's a very, very dangerous place to be with only one energy tank. Don't you agree, chat? Damn. Got 30 rooms in. I think that might be my record. Yeah, should've went for it. Vinny, will you play more of Kaze's Mario hack? So I mentioned this on stream the other day, but that, Nintendo issued like a cease and desist or took down his video. Vinny changed the seed. Oh, right. So, once again, and I think I have something to do with that because it was like a couple days after I streamed it. And, I'm very upset about that. So I don't even really want to take the risk. I think the news articles about it did more to get it removed. Maybe. I mean, who's to say? Regardless, it sucks. I wish that didn't happen because that was a really fucking cool hack, and now I'm not even sure I can play it. I think he had to take the download down. Back up? What's back up? The download? I don't want to say that too loud. Vinny, you're overreacting. Okay. Considering this isn't the first time this has happened, considering in the past I've streamed games that Nintendo has then shit-canned like a day or two after, even if it has nothing to do with me, part of me doesn't want to get a strike on my channel again. And also, again, I get that you maybe don't know all the history I have with Nintendo's lawyers, but there was a time where I was contacted to take down like 40, like, what was it? Not 40. That's an exaggeration. Many of my videos, including my corruption videos. So, probably like 20-something. And there was back and forth, and there was a lot of bullshit, and eventually they just left me alone. So, it's, yeah, I don't know. That's one of the reasons for years I was afraid to play ROM hacks. Like, there was like a whole 4-year period where I just didn't touch that shit if I could avoid it. It's like, okay, Nintendo, you're gonna take down emulators and ROMs, alright? Make your games available. At least do that. Also, give me 1 second here. One second. Just checking something out, because I want to see if my video is still even up. Yeah, it is. Just had a weird feeling. really? This again? God damn it. Please. Bad room. Really bad room. Okay, try a different seed. God damn it! This fucking room! It was 2 bad rooms in a row. What music is this? Also, here's the noob check room. I failed that room several times. Okay, so apparently, Cult Power made original music for this? That's cool. It's good, it fit- oh god. Oh god! 80 damage. Cot Power, not Cult Power, he's a speedrunner. Well, he also makes some pretty good music. Make the Shockmaster noise to dull the pain, Vinny. Usually I do. Okay, Morph Ball. Well, you only get rooms based on what item you have. Why not go left? I don't know. I could. Thing just fucking spit on me. This is pretty much how I remember my previous experience with Super Metroid Arcade going. Very similar. Vinny, are you interested in the new Noita update? I am. I don't know what's new. I guess I've been so, like, wrapped up in the other games I've been playing, I forgot about Noita, but, yeah, I would like to check that out. $80 damage. I was like, oh, if I get that health, I'll be good. Fiad. Vinny, there's a major update to Stardew Valley coming. Do you think you'd return to that? No, I don't think I'm in the mood for Stardew Valley anytime soon. I remember I got really obsessed with that game for a little bit. And... it's out already? Is it out on Switch? Because that's the version I was playing. Yeah, I got really obsessed with that game, and then... I probably would have to start a new game if I played again. It's only on PC for now, okay. take it. Okay, that's not too bad. Pretty decent start. So yeah, I like Stardew. I did, and I do, but I don't think I want to return to it. Instead, I'll be playing the Quiet Man. It's a joke. It's a bad one, but... Nope. I mean, I'm more than likely gonna be streaming the Shovel Knight DLC, because I've streamed everything else that Shovel Knight has given us, and I feel like Shovel Knight is just always a good stream. I enjoy it. The audience enjoys it. I love it. And I'm expecting this one to also be pretty good. So that and Halo Reach I'm considering as well for, you know, the next games that I stream. How long is Halo Reach, chat? More indie games? Well, there's a lot of indie stuff I wouldn't mind returning to. But, it's like 10 to 12 hours. That seems about right. You know, like a Halo campaign's around that time. It says like 9 hours, so then for me that's like, you know, 5 or 6 streams. What about Order of Ecclesia? Probably next year. Devil May Cry 3? Oh, this is now see if Vinny wants to stream the game Q&A. I love how insidious these Q&As are. They just show up. It just turns into that. It really does. To answer the real question, like to really answer it, Devil May Cry 3 is fucking awesome. And never say never is my answer. Stay tuned. Day of Reckoning is upon us. Okay. Well, energy tanks are good. Ewoks confirmed for episode 9? Okay. I remember people not liking Ewoks. I remember Ewoks being the original, like, Jar Jar. Wait, that's a spoiler? Oh, sorry. I mean, it's a making-of photo. I didn't even consider that it would be a spoiler, but, sorry about that. It doesn't really... God damn it. Next you're gonna tell us who Luke's dad is. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but no, that's, listen. I promise you, the quality of the movie itself will be the spoiler. It'll be like spoiled milk. So, don't worry, this won't affect your enjoyment of it. There will be none to be found. Easy joke. It's amazing how Star Wars, specifically the Skywalker trilogy, whatever you want to call it, has become the easy target. It's the low-hanging fruit. It's the low-hanging Wampa fruit. Oh wait, that's Crash Bandicoot. Never mind. I'm thinking Ewok Death Cult is like 110% more likely now, though. Another remix. Spider-Man does with Spider-Kens. This actually does sound like Crash Bandicoot music, yeah. This is the happiest Metroid music I've ever heard. Oh, speaking of Secret of Mana, there's another randomizer I've been meaning to check out for years, but have not. It's called Ancient Cave. Secret of Mana Ancient Cave, or some shit, and it's like... Okay. Oh, it's like a remix of the, Brinstar theme. But yeah, the Ancient Cave randomizer is like, set up like a roguelite dungeon beat-em-up kind of thing. It's hard to explain. Like a Enter the Gungeon-ish thing, but Secret of Mana. I don't think it's gonna be quite as good as that, but it's been recommended, and I saw it when I was looking for my randomizer list today. And I was like, you know what? I could do Secret of Mana, or I could do the big three. Zelda, Metroid, Mario. That seemed like a better idea. Do a Mega Man randomizer? I was thinking about, Mega Man Zero Collection. When that comes out, I'll probably stream some of that stuff. So you need the ice beam for this. This fucking room. What a terrible room this is. Wait, can I get the charge beam again? I want to get a double charge beam. It's like almost certainly not going to be. Oh wait, maybe it is. Maybe something will be there. A replacement item, perhaps. And it's fucking nothing. Worth a shot. Vinny, will you do PS1 games that are not bootleg or corruptions? What? I have. I've done many such PS1 games on occasion. Like, you mean in general? Like... Well, I've played Metal Gear Solid, I've played Final Fantasy IX. Symphony of the Night. I play all the time. I would say there's probably more PS1 games that I would stream in full, sure. Space Jump. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I could probably... maybe I can do this. There's a lot of great PS1 games that I know I haven't played. Problem is, a lot of the recommendations I get are games that are like 50, 60 hours. So, that's a little tough. There's a lot of good ones, like Vagrant Story. I know that game is probably dope. Mega Man Legends? How long is Mega Man Legends? It's like 10 to 12 hours. That's not too bad. I remember when Mega Man 64 was being advertised, I was like, what the fuck is this? This doesn't seem like a Mega Man game. Vinny, you're streaming Spyro 2 soon, aren't you? That kinda counts. Oh yeah. Spyro 2 definitely does count. I mean, it's a remake, but it's certainly a PS1 game. It started out that way. Is that a meter on the space jump? It is. Which is weird. Why is there a meter on the space jump? So some of these upgrades are just limited and temporary. Endgame abilities are timed. Oh. Fucker. Vinny, ever thought of playing Bomberman? Ever thought of playing Dark Crystal game? I think, the game questions are all well and good, but I think I'm good now. I think there's just way too many questions of which games. And, maybe there's other things we could talk about. Weren't we talking about clits earlier? Oh, it's Kraid. Vinny, what do you think about White Castle? No thanks. But also, don't tempt me because I fucking... When I smell White Castle, I want White Castle. But I know White Castle ends up being an ordeal. I have to plan my day, my subsequent day around White Castle. Chat, this is not a good Kraid fight right now. Oh, gotcha. That was pretty fucked up for a couple minutes there. Craig is now defeated, at least. And, my big good jump is now gone. Let's see. Vinny, I used to be in a guild in Final Fantasy XIV. Actually, guilds in FF14 are called FCs, but that's not important. Okay, Leslie Nielsen. Anyway, we were doing a raid and one of our DPS kept hitting criticals on the boss and someone blurted out, "Oh my god, did you find the Critterus?" We all died of laughter and then the boss killed us because we weren't paying attention. Anyways, that's my clit story. Thank you for sharing, chat member. And, if you need any more advice on how to find the Critterus, Dr. Vine is here. For example, Dragon Quest XI. If you want extra crits, you have to get the skill that's specifically marked as such. It really wasn't the best advice. I'm sure there was probably more specific advice I could have given. I'm trying to think of other games where I know how to get higher crit rate, and I can't think of anything, so... I guess we're clit out of luck. That's a lot of -2s, chat. There's gonna be no points are gonna be left for anyone. Alright, final thing I want to mention about all this is there an acronym that's CLIT? Like Competitive Learning Information Technology? Does anyone want to start a business? We here at Competitive Information Learning Technology, that's KILT. Never mind. Why are crits called critical hits when the majority of games make them random? Because what? No, because a critical hit means that it's a good hit. It does more damage. It's not about the potential of the hit happening, it's about that the fact that it's more damage. Right? What the hell are we even talking about now? Like Hero in Smash Brothers. That's random, but the hits are still critical because when they hit, you deal some fucking heavy damage. Critical damage, some would even say. I played some Smash on my own, sometime earlier this week. And I had a good time with it. I got my ass handed to me a couple times. Again, out of practice, and usually outclassed, and, just totally out of my league. But I still enjoy playing it. I did win a couple good ones, and one of my favorite wins... I was playing Hero, and I got... the cheapest critical hit. I think they were on 20. and I did, sleep. They fell asleep. I charged up my smash attack, and from 20, they went flying and they died because I got a critical hit. It was really, really nice. What is going on? Was this easier with the gravity suit? Yeah, right? Like, this wasn't this terrible. Turn off high jump boots? I mean, it was worth a shot, and I'll take any advice at this point. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna register a complaint to John Tendo, because this is terrible. Got it. Got it. Okay, okay. Okay. What? This room fucking sucks. Can I get out of here? No. Vinny, you're right on the jump ball. Now you need high boots off. Wait, up here? Oh, good piece of advice. Wow, okay. That's kind of fucking crazy, but... Finally. Okay. Awful, awful room. Yeah, quicksand and underwater. Bad combo. We're almost at 50. So, fuck it, I'm just gonna gun it to the end. Oh god, more underwater, fuck! Easy underwater. One more room after this. I don't know if it's gonna give me a boss or whatever, but I guess we'll see. Up for super missile. Wait, up here? Oh, right! Yes. Good shit, chat member. I may not need it, but that's also a shortcut too, kind of. And a secret for extra points. Cool clouds. Cool fucking explosion glitch graphic. Otherwise, that was good. The animals are fucking destroyed. Obliterated. Fucking obliterated. But other than that, yeah, everything went well. 22 minutes, 37 seconds. And, room count 50. That's the first time I've completed this at all, ever. So what's arcade then? What is arcade difficulty? I gotta check it out. You have to feed it actual quarters. Enemies are faster and deal lots of damage. No, sir, I don't like it! Oh god. Oh, already down to 19 health. I don't expect this to be a full run. Is this the escape sequence? They're giving me the escape sequence with the starting pea shooter. Oh god, oh god! Never mind. Let's do maybe one more. I'm gonna try the hard difficulty instead, and I'm gonna try to spell something. Never mind. Yeah, they're like, no, we don't want you spelling actual words. We'll give you, like, 5 letters to work with. More new music. I wonder how they got the sound effects. How did they make the sound effects for these weird alien noises? It's hexadecimal. It's used to represent binary numbers in a bit of shorthand. Ooh. Somewhere in the back of my brain yacht, I knew that. Somewhere. I I've seen it before, where it just goes up to F. It's corruptions, that's how I know. When I used to do manual corruptions, that's how I knew hex. But not very much. Alright, one more run. And then I'm ending the stream a little early, as I said I would. I started an hour early, so I'm gonna end an hour early. Oh, Game Shark too, yeah. I used to try to find my own codes in Game Shark. You know... I'm something of a hacker myself, of course, when, you know... You're using Game Shark and you're going through it and you feel like a fucking hacker, man. Because you found out how to make Mario... jump until you let go of the button. Hey, here's a question for chat. When was my last actual run of Super Metroid? I feel like it wasn't even that long ago. Two to 3 years ago. January 29th, 2016? Are you serious? Have I done a randomized run since then? I was almost positive I've played this game since then. You did Super Nintendo Online. I did only a little bit of that, though. Corruptions Rando Arcade. Okay. You've played the randomizer since then? Randomizer was 2017, August. I still thought that that was this year. Wow. Wasn't there a sideways playthrough? Yeah, there was for a bit. Fake Carts? There's someone in chat named Fake Carts. Your name was Cake Farts in a different life, wasn't it? Hey, wait a minute, we've done this before. We've done both Super Metroid and Cake Farts. Did someone take Cake Farts and you needed to, like, modify your name, but still retain some sense of individuality? That was me, like, waking up from the coma for just a couple seconds and then slipping back into it. Damn it. Damn it! Vinny, hi Vinny. Happy Thanksgiving, hope you are well. Hi Sega Tapes. Now, I know you too, don't I? Sega Tapes, what did you make? You made a video game. Did you make a video game about farting on cakes? No, really though, I know the name. Jumanji, oh, Dark Jumanji, right. I really like that game. Thank you for making it, Sega. The tiger, right? The tiger. Today is a day of reminiscing. While most people reminisce about family events that happened 20, 30 years ago, we're reminiscing about a couple years ago of shitty video games and cake farts. And I still don't have any amaretto. Dark Jumanji was not a shit game. Oh, right, it wasn't. You're right. No, totally. I'm thankful for these moments too, but as they say, all those moments will be lost. Like farts on a cake. Too much? Too much? Did I run it to the ground? That is a specialty of mine. Fake Carts is just enjoying the attention. Vinny, are you planning on trampling anyone this Black Friday? Thanks. I thought about it. I thought, wouldn't it be cool to, like, fucking trample over a couple, parents trying to get their kids the hottest new toy? Wouldn't it be fucking cool to just, like, bulldoze into them for a $10 blender? What is the newest, hottest toys right now, chat? Like, what are... For anyone who's in this world, what are people buying? Blenders? Okay, well, hang on a minute. Bab Yoder? I don't even think Bab Yoder toys exist yet. Fortnite shirts, blenders, flashlights, Bab blenders, Bab Hitachi massagers. Oh, I heard those are very powerful. Ryzen 9 3900X. I heard that young children, especially like 5-6-year-olds, love that Ryzen. They love the cores. There's a lot of cores. Beaver blenders. Well, what about toys? Are there any toys like the Bratz dolls or like the Tickle Me Elmo? Showing my age a little bit here. Or how about the Beanie Babies? Long Furbies? What do you mean long Furbies? I thought that was fake. I thought that was a Photoshop. Funko Vinyl Pop? That's still a big thing? Happy Meals? Oh, isn't McDonald's doing a best of Happy Meal thing? Where they're, like, bringing out the greatest hits? I seem to recall hearing about that. Nope. See you later, room. It hasn't happened yet. We made it up. Worm on a string, Elma Ayo. Someone just wrote in chat. Worm on a string, Elmao. I remember when I was a kid, my uncle told me that when he was young, he used to, like, put bees on string and, like, fly them around. Like, at the edge of his finger. Like, he would tie a little string around a bee, and he would, like, bzzz, fly it around a little bit. They didn't have any toys where he grew up. Yeah, like a real bee. How do you grab a bee? I don't know! I don't know, but I remember hearing that story like 7 times. Chad, I'm sure the bee was fine and went and flew back to its family afterwards. So you don't have to worry about that, but yeah, that was the thing that I remember hearing. And, it's like, well, wouldn't it sting you? No, you just avoid it. It was like, avoid the bee. Or maybe it was a bumblebee, and then he would let it go after he was done, like, having fun with it. And here we are, like, we're upset when a video game doesn't have, like, one feature we want, and yet, my uncle, when he was young, if this is a real story, literally had to avoid a bee from stinging him while it was on a string flying away from his body at maximum velocities. Oh, they even make sure that you have, like a grasshopper thing there, so you don't... So you can do this. Hope that worked. You were the bee and he was stringing you along with his lies. Oh, that's pretty good. But yeah, no, my uncle's a... I don't think he would fuck with me because he was like a pretty serious dude. And, he had some really interesting stories. He was in Vietnam. And we talked a little bit about that recently. Just today, in fact, but he, it took him about 40 years to finally, like, say anything about that. He said for 40 years he didn't even want to, you know, go there at all. He didn't even want to think about it. But now he can. You know, now he watches documentaries about it and he's like, for him it was like another lifetime ago, is what he said. He doesn't even feel like that was the same lifetime. Wow. Huh. Yeah, that's something that we'll never understand unless any of us have actually been over there. So that's something that, like, you can only listen. You know what I mean? You can only listen and be like, damn. You know, and like, you just have to, show support. I mean, he's doing well. He's doing good, though. Took him a while, but he's doing okay. But I mean, again, this is a guy who played with bees on a string, so he's strong. He's a strong man. Vinny, the bee thing is a real thing that people did. My dad did it with a fly. You first have to either knock it out or get it cold so it falls asleep, and then you can tie the string around it. It's like paddleball for idiots. Or heroes. However you decide to look at it. Yeah, nice save, right? I know, I know. Why not both? I think both. I think it's fair to say that that is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. But, you know. You're a kid, you got no toys, you gotta find a toy. I guess that's one of them.
Okay, okay, run's over. Uh-oh. Goodbye.
"39 rooms. That fucking red space pirate hit like a brick shithouse. Well, I'm at least happy I've completed a run, and on hard mode, I managed to get to floor 39. Pretty okay with that. Anyway.
You ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis? He taught it to sleep. Ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself. Losing his power, which eventually, of course, he did. Unfortunately, he taught his apprentice everything he knew.
Morph. You ready?
Then his apprentice...
Pay attention to the eye. Look at the eye. Make sure you watch the eye.
Then his apprentice killed him in...
Alright, anyway, thank you for watching tonight. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the randomizer trio. Zelda 2, another year, another completion. Maybe next year I'll actually get a seed that will be the shortest run ever. Mario World was pretty good. That went very smoothly, mostly. And Metroid Arcade is excellent. I'd recommend it if anyone wants to check it out. It's called Super Metroid Arcade. And the script was pretty damn good, too. So, I may be here tomorrow. I may be here indeed. And if not, I'll be here Saturday. Or maybe both. It just depends, really. So... I maybe will, see you tomorrow with more Jedi... Excuse me, Fallen Order. And, more video games of a variety of different types.